What if the next global surprise doesn't come from China or the United States or even India, but from Malaysia? For decades, Malaysia has existed quietly in the background of global politics. No dramatic wars, no loud threats, no headline-grabbing aggression. And that's exactly why most of the world isn't paying attention. But history shows us something unsettling. The most world-changing nations rarely announce their rise in advance. Beneath Malaysia's calm political surface lies a country sitting at one of the most strategic locations on Earth, controlling trade routes that fuel the global economy. Its economy is evolving faster than many realize. Its diplomacy is calculated, not chaotic. And its long-term national strategies stretch far beyond the headlines of today. By 2035, Malaysia could redefine its role, not just in Southeast Asia, but on the global stage. The signs are already visible, but only if you know where to look. In this video, we'll uncover 5 major reasons why Malaysia could shock the world before 2035, economically, strategically, technologically, and geopolitically. Stay till the end, because the final reason explains why Malaysia's biggest strength is something most analysts completely overlook. Point 1. Malaysia's geographic power is underrated. Malaysia controls one of the most critical choke points in global trade, the Strait of Malacca. This narrow stretch of water connects the Indian Ocean to the Pacific, and over 40% of global trade passes through it every year. Oil from the Middle East, goods from China, electronics from Japan and South Korea, all of it flows past Malaysia. What makes this shocking is not geography alone, it's leverage. Any nation that influences this route holds indirect power over global energy prices, shipping timelines, and supply chains. That's why China, the US, and India all maintain deep strategic interests in this region. Malaysia, unlike more aggressive powers, has chosen quiet control over loud dominance. It strengthens ports, modernizes maritime security, and invests in logistics without provoking fear. This makes Malaysia a trusted hub rather than a threat. As global trade routes become more fragile due to wars, sanctions, and climate disruptions, nations will seek stable transit partners. Malaysia fits that role perfectly. By 2035, Malaysia's ability to secure, regulate, and modernize this corridor could turn it into a silent kingmaker of global trade, influencing economies without firing a single shot. Point 2. Malaysia's economic shift is faster than it looks. Many still view Malaysia as a resource-based or mid-level economy. That view is outdated. Malaysia is rapidly transforming into a high-value manufacturing and technology hub, especially in semiconductors, electronics, medical devices, and advanced manufacturing. Global companies are moving operations into Malaysia as part of the China Plus One strategy, reducing over-dependence on China. This shift is not accidental. Malaysia offers political stability, skilled English-speaking workforce, strong infrastructure, and strategic proximity to Asian markets. Unlike some fast-growing economies, Malaysia balances growth with financial discipline, avoiding extreme debt traps. By 2035, Malaysia could become a critical industrial backbone of Asia, supplying key components that power everything from smartphones to electric vehicles. And here's the shocking part. Economic power doesn't need dominance. It needs dependence. When the world depends on what you produce, influence follows naturally. Malaysia is quietly building that dependence. Point 3. Malaysia's diplomatic neutrality is a strategic weapon. In a world splitting into rival blocs, US versus China, NATO versus emerging powers, Malaysia has chosen strategic neutrality. It maintains strong ties with the United States, China, ASEAN, and Middle Eastern nations. This balance allows Malaysia to act as a bridge nation, trusted by rivals who refuse to trust each other. Neutral countries often become negotiation hubs, investment magnets, and crisis mediators. As global tensions increase, neutrality becomes rare and valuable. By 2035, Malaysia could play a role similar to what Switzerland once did in Europe, not because of size, but because of trust. Point 4. Technology and digital growth could redefine Malaysia. Malaysia is investing heavily in digital infrastructure, data centers, AI-ready ecosystems, smart cities. Its digital economy is expanding faster than traditional sectors, positioning Malaysia as a regional tech connector rather than a competitor. Instead of trying to out-innovate Silicon Valley, Malaysia is becoming a platform where innovation flows safely and efficiently. By 2035, this digital backbone could give Malaysia influence over regional data flows, financial technology, cyber infrastructure. In the modern world, control of data is control of power. Point 5. Malaysia's cultural stability is its hidden advantage. Malaysia is one of the few countries where multiple ethnicities, religions, and cultures coexist under a stable national identity. While many nations struggle with internal division, Malaysia has learned how to manage diversity, not perfectly, but effectively. This stability allows long-term planning, social resilience, investor confidence. By 2035, when many nations face internal fragmentation, Malaysia's ability to remain internally stable could be its greatest geopolitical strength. Malaysia won't shock the world with tanks, threats, or dramatic speeches. It will shock the world by doing something far more dangerous, succeeding quietly. By 2035, Malaysia could control vital trade routes, power key industries, balance rival superpowers, and maintain internal stability, all without demanding attention. History teaches us that global power doesn't always rise loudly. Sometimes it rises patiently. If you want to understand the future of geopolitics before it becomes tomorrow's headline, this channel is for you. Subscribe because the world's biggest shifts are happening right now, and most people won't notice until it's too late.